welcome back to Nikki Nights. So yes, I'm sitting on my big cushion today. I do realize that you can all see it. Yes, I realize, but I love a good cushion. Come on. I mean, why not? I need a little back support. I'm so excited today. Well, first of all, yesterday I just had way more laughs than Augie Duke. I mean, Twin Flames. That's it. Just the best. Let me grab my Diet Peach because, well, it's Diet Peach and it must be gotten. Hold on, my friends. We're getting Diet Peach. We're making things happen here. See, that's all I need in life is a little Diet Peach and I'm a happy camper. Delicious. Why not talk about snacks? Popper Duos. They're very healthy. They're made out of lentils and I enjoy them. You know what else I enjoy? I enjoy talking to people. It's so fun. You guys, this morning, I got up and it was like 6:20. And of course, what do you do when you wake up? Well, tinkle time. So I ran to the bathroom in the hotel. I'm home now, by the way, as you can tell by the blue walls. Yes, Nikki, by your Smurf walls, we can all tell that you're home. Welcome to the Smurf Room. Maybe that's the name of the episode, the Smurf Room. That's our goal every day, is to come up with a very ridiculous title. Actually, they're quite clever. Diana and I go back and forth. She'll send me ideas, and I'll send her ideas. But that's how it goes. So this morning I woke up and I said to myself, "It's 6:20. Go lay back down. It's early, right? It's quarantine. Relax." Do you think I did that? No, no. What I did was I sat in my bed with all the lights off. I put on Jack Johnson, who is, let me just tell you, in my book, I described Jack Johnson as hope. If he was a state, he would be Hawaii. He is like the most calming man. His music, I listen to it every morning on the set of Hairspray. Jordan, our incredible makeup artist, Jordan Samuel, would bring me into the makeup trailer and he would say to me, "All right, it's time for Jack." Not Jack Daniels. Might mean something different to some people now on movie sets. Hopefully not. Not me, though. I'm not a big drinker, you guys. I used to know somebody who used to like, drink a 2 liter of Jack a day. Not my thing. I don't know. I'm more of like Diet Peach and just work. That's kind of my drug of choice. Work and Diet Peach. That's it. That's all Nikki Bonsky needs to function. So I wrote 9 pages this morning, and it was really cathartic, you guys. It's funny, my doctor just called me because I have a psychiatrist because I believe in mental health. I believe it's a very real thing, and I think it's really important that we take care of ourselves. So my psychiatrist just called me, and he was like, "I'm sorry, I'm late for her." I was like, "Well, I'm kind of late too," because it was like a phone. And I said, "Well, it's okay, doc. I've been writing, so honestly, you can give me time." That's how I felt. I was like, you can, like, when you write, sometimes you solve your own problems. That's really cool. But Char Margolis is here, and I can't wait to bring her in, so let's admit her. I hate that it says admit. That is like the weirdest term because I feel.
Hi,
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, honey?
I'm fine.
I'm so excited.
Welcome to the Smurf Room. That's what I'm calling it.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up with Nikki. Wait, Nikki says hi.
Hi.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sweetie. You really helped me. Bye.
Isn't the internet a mind-blowing thing?
It's crazy. It's like unbelievable. Say hi to Sonny.
Hi, Sonny. I remember Sonny. How we doing?
He loves quarantine.
Does he? I bet he sees you more than ever, like every other dog now is seeing all their owners.
Yeah, well, this is what I think. I think most dogs are really happy. I think most cats are like fed up.
I agree. I have to agree.
Do you have cats or dogs or nobody?
No, we have Callie. She is about an 80-pound, half pit bull, half hound, and she's brindle and she's gorgeous.
Oh,
The bark on her is enough to just shake every tree in Franklin Square.
oh my goodness.
So, I mean, sometimes the mailman, the landscaper, they set her off, and there we go. We're down a rabbit hole.
Oh my goodness. Sonny sings.
Does he really?
Yeah, but we have to like warm him up. I didn't warm him up.
Can I tell you, when I used to do my warm-ups,
Yeah.
at hotels or something when I was performing in the
Right?
morning, I would warm up my voice, and I used to have my pug Frankie, who's now passed, and he would sit there and he
Oh.
would howl. Oh,
Yeah.
he would lose it. He couldn't take me doing my me me's and my nay nay nays.
Right. Well, maybe try it. Maybe Sonny will sing. I don't know. I think he's got to hear from me because it's got to be like, I don't know. I'm afraid to do it almost because I don't want to waste your time.
No, it's okay. Is there a favorite, artist that he has? I used to play like a lot of Beach Boys for my voice.
No, but you know what? I like all like old music, like from um, old song, like really old songs or old musicals.
Well, this morning I was listening. There's a playlist on Spotify. It's called All Out 60s, and
Uh-huh.
it's just literally like the Rondells and the Temptations and Benny King, and it's brilliant. So I'll send it over to you.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, well, I'm talking about older than that. Like the songs that I like are like, I don't know, like just songs that people don't really remember or know.
Well, I mean,
Or songs from like The Music Man or
classics.
sing, you want to sing? Do you want him to sing?
Yes.
Wait, we have to go. Sweet dreams be yours, dear. Oh, if dreams they be. Come on, Sunny, sing. Sweet
Sunny, oh my God. How long have you had Sunny?
you home to me. I wish I may, and I wish I
Oh my
knew so good night.
This reminds me.
But a good boy.
Oh, good boy, Sunny. Oh my God, I wish I could give you a treat. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Well, I saw Sunny at DragCon, correct?
You did, and you were so sweet to me at DragCon, and I'll never forget reading for you at DragCon.
I'll never forget being read by you at DragCon because honestly, I knew I was going to have an amazing weekend because it's DragCon. How can you not?
Right.
But then when you read for me, I've never lost it that quickly before. Like, it was just instant tears. It was amazing.
Oh, it was so my honor and my pleasure, and you have such an amazing energy that you were really easy to read for.
That's so interesting because, as an actor, I feel like sometimes we try and put like a little bit of a wall up to try and like not let, but at the same time, we're such like creative creatures that we just let it all out.
Right.
So, it's a very two-way street over here.
I think like it's similar when people are doing an art, either painting or acting or music. They go into a zone.
Yeah.
And it's where, like, especially also if people are composing music, and you go into a zone of what that I call the universal consciousness of goodness, love, and God and knowledge. And I feel when I do my readings, that's where I go as well, because the things that come out of me come through me, not from me.
Right, correct. Yes, it's like a channeling of a sort.
Right.
When
Yeah.
did you start? When did you have your first experience with this?
Oh boy. I knew things when I was a little girl. When I was like 4 years old, my dad would take me grocery shopping and I'd say, Daddy, that lady cheated us. And my mom would look at the bill and they overcharge us. 2 weeks later, this is what's so interesting. 2 weeks later, my mom took me to lunch. I was I was like an obese child. I still love to eat. And we went for my favorite cheeseburgers and French fries. And I said, the lady brought us the bill. And I said, Mommy, that lady cheated us. And so, like 2 weeks before that, I was right. So my mom looked at the bill. She didn't think, oh, she's trying to get attention again. Oh, she looked at the bill and the woman overcharged us. And then when I was 8 years old, I woke up in the middle of the night and I could see an apparition at the foot of my bed, which I didn't really understand what any of that was. I didn't know there were ghosts. I didn't know there were spirits. I didn't know anything. And I could see through him, and he was wearing rags. And he had a pouch, and he went like this, and all these lights, gold lights, landed on me. And our house had been broken into 2 weeks before that. So I thought the people that broke into the house were living in my closet in the crawl space attic. So the next morning I went, Mommy, the burglars were here again today. And she goes, no, honey, that's just a Sandman. I said, oh, there's a Sandman? And she said, yes. And I went, oh. Anyway, my sister, who's a psychologist, she does past life regressions, she's pretty amazing. She thinks that that's when my gift was enlightened.
When, like, the light was turned on.
Yeah, like in a big way.
That's incredible.
Yeah, like in a big way. So, I don't know.
And you read for some incredible people, though. I mean, at DragCon, you read for not just myself, Mrs. Kasha Davis. Who else have you, like, read for?
Oh, I have a web series called Char Vision. I don't know if you got the email, but we want you to be on.
I would love to.
Wait, can you do it this Friday?
Sure.
Oh my God, I love you. Thank you. I'm so excited. So I've had like people on Char Vision, and I would never say who I read for.
Right.
Unless somebody else says I've read for them.
Right.
So, recently I had Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelo-san.
How exciting.
And I do a thing called School for Psychics where I teach well-known people to be psychic.
Really?
And they were pretty amazing, but they, a lot of people in the industry, I've been around for 48 years doing this work, and or almost 48 years, and a lot of people have a Char story. So, I don't know if you saw that I predicted Kelly's pregnancy on the air when she was auditioning, and it was a big deal, and, it's the gift that keeps giving because she didn't tell anyone she was pregnant, but we got the rest of the story on Char Vision with Mark because Mark was watching, and they had told no one she was pregnant. So he was freaking out at home, and she was freaking out because she didn't even tell her bosses. I think she was concerned because she was auditioning for Live.
Yeah.
So she's so sweet. She always says she thinks it's because of me that she got the job. I said, no, Kelly, it's because you're talented. You got the job. But I guess that moment was, an iconic kind of moment, and I'm grateful for it.
Oh, absolutely.
And I've read for a lot. I've read for a lot of famous people.
That's so cool. And I just remember, I remember not just me being incredibly moved, but the entire audience was so moved.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Not just by what you were reading for me, but what you were reading for Mrs. Kasha Davis and for Asia O'Hara. And it was really incredible. And I remember I had my friend at the time sitting in the front row, and she videotaped it. And you just see it going like this, because just shaking from crying.
Oh, I love that. But yeah, here's the other thing though, Nikki. Yeah, I read for famous people and whatever, but I am mostly moved by those people who I read for, famous or not famous at all, who have kind hearts, who are pure whose energy is pure, who are kind, who are loving, whose energy I resonate with in a positive way.
Yeah.
I just am like, a great day for me is when I read for people almost every single day. I have clients all over the world.
That's got to be exhausting, Char.
Well, only if I do too many, which I don't. I'll only do one or two or three or four, three readings maybe, and that's it for a day. But when I connect with someone, it's magical, and it's on a whole different level. And I'm so grateful that people trust me to read for them because it's very personal. But when I'm done with people, I feel like we're friends. We become friends.
Well, yes. Well, something just dawned on me. Last night I was sitting in my hotel because I'm writing a book, so I went to write, just escape for the night and write. And I'm sitting there writing, and my friend said, you never watch TV, which I don't. I hardly do anymore. I'll watch a few things here and there, usually at the end of the night, but while I'm winding down.
Right.
Because I just feel like right now my time is just better spent writing. So I was sitting there and my friend said to me, "Oh, for goodness sakes, you have a massive TV. Turn it on." I said, "All right." Turned it on. And what comes on?
What?
Thank you for being afraid.
Oh, get out of here. Oh, wait, we should tell people what that means.
So let me tell you, I'm going to go into my Snapchat really quickly and show you. I did a video on my Snapchat because I couldn't believe.
That's crazy.
And so I literally wrote, "Oh, Nanny." It's a horrible recording, but it's the Golden Girls. And
Okay.
I put it, and I just said, "And how ironic that I'm talking to you today."
Okay. So we need to explain to people what that means.
Yes.
Okay. So do you want to tell the story?
Sure.
Okay.
So at Con, Char was kind enough to read for me, and I've I've lost a few people, so I didn't know if anybody who was gonna pop through. And when you brought up my grandmother, and then when you told me what you
Did I get her name?
yes, you did.
I got her
You
name.
said,
Okay,
"Who's
good.
Margaret?" And I went, "That's my grandma."
Oh.
It was like you were on target. And then when you told me that there was TV in heaven, I've never been so happy. I'm like, yes, at least, time well spent there.
Oh, how funny.
And I just, when you said, "Why do I see the Golden Girls?" I mean, Char, I literally have posters of the Golden Girls on my walls, two of them.
That's crazy. But
That's
your grandma showed me the Golden Girls, and I haven't thought of the Golden Girls in a long time. I mean, it's not even one of the shows I watch a lot of repeats, but I mean, I would watch it, but I just never find it.
It's one of those shows that like you really have to like look for,
Right.
because it has had this like resurgence, and I just remember seeing it last night, and I was instantly back on that stage with you, and
Oh.
it was
But
just
see, what you need to realize, Nikki, and it's great that you recognize that it's a sign. Like spirits do whatever they can to make us know that they're there, or they still love us, or they're still connecting and guiding us and taking care of us. And love is the bridge that connects us to the spirit world. Excuse me. Love never dies. So they worked it out. So you went to a hotel, your friend called you, she said, put on the TV. I mean, the spirits had to orchestrate that and get in our heads to make it all happen.
I believe
so that you could have that experience again, because that's your communication that has nothing to do with me, that has everything to do with you and your connection with your grandma, that's saying, ding, 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 I'm here. It's a sign. We have signs. We get signs all the time. I get signs on like license plates in front of me.
that's incredible. I mean, and ironically, at the time, I was writing about my mother, which is her daughter. So
Oh.
it was very, very. It just went. And
Well, so then it's definitely a divine intervention.
yeah, we were a very close family, and you picked up on that right away. So I thank you for that, because it really you know, when you lose somebody, being able to connect with them again and have somebody who can just do it and with such a kind soul just means the world. So thank you.
That's so dear of you to say, but
No,
I'm
thanking
so
you on
honored.
behalf of the world. You're sharing your gift with us. We must appreciate it.
Well, that's so kind of you, but I feel like I'm the one that comes out like the one that's blessed because I love what I do. When when they say I've never been to work a day in my life, I haven't. I love my clients. I love reading. I love connecting to people. I love meeting the spirits, and I love being the conduit between the spirit world and the living, because if there were words unsaid, love that was never shared, or forgiveness that needed to be apologized for, it's I get to do that with people. And I get to hang up the phone and go, wow, a real healing happened.
Yes. Yes.
And it's I can't imagine ever doing anything else in my world.
I mean, I can tell you that I have had, you know, a few interesting little experiences here or there. You know, especially the night before,
I like to hear them.
you know, the night before my grandmother passed away, and I was laying in bed, and I was woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning out of nowhere, which, you know, they say that is the hour.
That's when they do it.
And it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and I sat up, like, out of bed, boom. And I looked to my door, and there was an outline of a very tall man, like broad shoulders, and I instantly knew who it was.
Who was
My
it?
grandfather.
My goodness.
Instant. I knew that figure anywhere. He was
Wow.
6'2", 300, you know, 270 steel, you know, and he was a retired Navy sailor and in World War II and a cop. And so I knew immediately, but then I saw this little woman standing there, and she had like white curly hair, very petite, like just the outline. And I was like, who is that? I didn't recognize her. So the next morning, my grandmother passes, everything is going on, and now we're picking out, you know, at funerals you put up pictures. So I'm looking through pictures, and I come across this picture of this little woman, and it's this woman. And I go, Mom, this is the woman.
Get out of here.
And she said, that's Nanny's mother.
Oh my goodness.
Apparently, my grandmother had had dementia, and she had this moment of clarity for like a couple days, and she said to my mother came to get me last night, but I asked her to give me one more Christmas with you guys.
Oh.
Do you know that she made it one more Christmas, and she passed on January 12th?
That is so special.
So I believe in these things, and I know.
You do, and you have your own intuition. You know that.
Well, can I tell you something? Another very strange story. Another thing. Very weird, and I don't claim to be anything but an actress. But I believe that I am in tune with myself and, you know, in some way, on some level. And I was, again, sleeping. For some reason, when my mind is resting, that's when things start spinning.
That's usually when the spirits are able to come when we're not as noisy in our head.
Well, I was laying in bed, and I woke up again, middle of the night, and I ran into my mother's room, and I said, you have to call Spencer's mom. She goes, who's Spencer? I said, Joey plays hockey with him. Go call his mother because there's something wrong with his knee. I said, and if they don't get it in time, it's going to make him really sick. She goes, what are you talking about? I said, just do it. It was midnight. She calls this poor woman. She goes, I don't really know how to explain this, but is Spencer okay? She said, Karen, we're in the ER with him. He has an infection behind his kneecap and it went into his blood. And if we didn't get here, he might have not made it.
Oh my.
I'm not making this up.
No, I totally believe it because I teach everyone to be intuitive and psychic. So I totally am on board with you.
And so ever since then, I've known on some level that I may be, when I just know things, I don't know,
It's amazing. It's amazing and it's your gift and don't ever doubt it. And, I call it the 4 C's. You have to have the courage to use it, the confidence to own it, commit yourself to focusing on it when it enters your life, and then conquering it, which is the hardest thing when you get that gut feeling, by acting upon it. Like being brave enough to pick up, tell your mother, call her right now.
yeah.
Do this right now. You were brave enough because you got moxie. That's how you ended up well known, because you got moxie, kid, which don't ever lose that. But also don't ever doubt your guidance.
This is true, and I've learned along the way. I feel also with age, as I get older, I realize that I just really have to trust my intuitions, not just because I always trusted them in acting.
Right.
So I always knew that I would get there with acting with myself in the scene, but in real life, I had to apply it, and ever since I've trusted myself, life has become so much better and more adventuresome.
Right? And it has more meaning.
Yes.
It makes sense. Do you mind? I feel like I'm like promoting myself, but I wrote a new book.
Yeah.
Called The Universe is Calling You.
Yes.
Do you see it backwards or do you see it forwards?
No, I see it. It's correct. It's forward.
Okay.
Yeah, we can read it.
So it's called The Universe is Calling You, and it has how to communicate with your spirits. It has how to understand your intuition. And we got it out right before the pandemic happened. So I was lucky to at least get on some magazine shows and on Kelly and Ryan and some other things. But you might like it. You might.
I love it. Just let me know. I can get it at Barnes and Noble.
You know what? I would send you a copy, but I have none here where I'm quarantining.
No, don't worry. I just had my assistant order me another book.
Okay, you can go to Amazon.
I will.
You can go to Amazon. It was a bestseller on Amazon.
I mean, you write about fascinating things. I see your other one, Karma, back there.
Oh yeah, there's Love Karma. There's Discover Your Inner Wisdom. And
how many have you written, Char?
That's a trick question. I had primetime TV shows in the Netherlands.
Wow.
Crazy. I don't speak Dutch. But I was there for 10 seasons. And every time I did a show, they said, you need a book. So I wrote all these books. So in Dutch, I think I have like 8. In Dutch, I think there's 8 or 9. And then in America, in the U.S., and they're in other languages too, but in the U.S., I think I have 5 or 6, maybe 6.
Oh my gosh.
No, wait, maybe 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5.
I mean, I'm only.
Obviously, I don't think about it. It's like I'm not used to going, oh, I have 5 books.
I'm on my 45th page of my first book.
Oh.
And I am like, because I have like so many things. So now today I'm just going to make an outline and just go say, okay, get this chapter done, because I'm a very goal oriented person. So
right.
I need a clear vision.
Okay, but wait a minute. Are you organized? Because I'm not organized, and I have.
My assistant Sam tries to keep me organized. I do keep organized. It's some organized chaos over here.
Exactly. That's what my assistant Nikki says. Well, you can be my Nikki too, but she says you're the most organized, disorganized person I know.
Yes. My life is eternally in shambles.
Right.
Something like I said to my friend yesterday, I said, Amy, will I ever just find everything I need in the one day?
Right.
There's so many things that I go looking for, and then this leads me to this, and then forget it, and then there I am searching for God knows what.
But see that because you do stream of consciousness and you connect with the energetic level of knowledge and the universal consciousness. So you're so creative. So I have a problem writing too. I mean, I do because I go out on tangents.
I literally, Char, in the book, I apologize to my future editor and tell them that there is not a bottle of Patron big enough for what I'm about to put them through.
That is so sweet.
I actually own it. I say, there's a quote in my book that says, I am fully aware that I am writing like a Mack truck on an ice road in a hailstorm.
Oh my goodness, you are so funny.
All over, but you gotta own it.
So are you singing now? Are you what?
I am singing. I'm actually getting ready to sing for a few prides, Chicago Pride, Alabama Pride. I love Pride. You know, Pride Month is an incredible
Is it
month.
online or are you going there?
No, it's online. So,
Oh, good.
but yeah, and that's been really fun. I sing in my cameos every day. Are you on Cameo?
No, but I need to learn about it.
I will give you my referral code. You're gonna love it.
I'm a boomer. I need to learn about these things.
I got you. Me and Nikki, the two Nickies, Nikki squared. We're fine. We will take care of it. It's an app where you go on and you do like personalized videos for fans,
Oh my
birthdays.
God, let's do that.
And so this month I'm actually giving 10% of a portion of the proceeds to Trans in Color, which is an African American trans organization.
How beautiful.
And every month we're going to give a portion to a different charity.
How beautiful. But what, you mean, who, people pay for it?
Yes, you can set your price. And now I believe we're going to start doing Zoom parties. So,
That's fun.
yeah, I'm going to be able to go into a party on Zoom with fans and sing them a song and chat with them. And
So it's different than TikTok.
oh gosh, TikTok. Don't get me started. I was in my backyard dancing to Oops, I Did It Again. Need I say more?
You are so funny.
But TikTok is a lot of fun. But it's a different because Cameo it actually goes to the person, so it goes right to their laptop. They can open it up and it's a message. And I've been a part of like people's weddings, proposals. I've asked people to marry other people and they said yes, and it's happened.
How beautiful.
And they've like played my video at the wedding. It's been so cool.
How exciting.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a really lovely way to connect with the people that care about you.
Yes. And it's been really this quarantine, and I'm sure you've seen this with some of your clients. People are just really wanting to connect right now.
I agree. I agree. Like it's hard for a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really, really hard.
I mean, I'm blessed to have my family, but at the same time, I'm also just a very independently driven person.
Right.
So I can be in a room alone for a week and not feel like, Leonardo DiCaprio on Shutter Island, I can make it. But, for some people, that constant communication or
Yeah.
somebody there really makes a difference.
Yeah, I know people that can't be alone. They just can't be alone. And my closest friend said to me, "You love this quarantine." He says, "You and my niece Annie love this. She's stuck with her kids and her husband, and she's so happy to be home cooking. And you love having sorry, you love having your time to yourself." And I said, "I do, but I get to connect with my clients every day, and I get to talk to my friends on the phone, and But I get that. But there are a lot of people can't be alone, but also, it's nice to have human connection."
Yes, I feel like, that's something I'm very, I realized I'm a millennial. I fought it for a long time. I didn't want to admit it. It was something I was like, I'm not one of those millennials. I am. But
I love millennials, by the way.
we're fine.
I do. I love the ones that I know are very driven and successful and.
Yes, agreed. But I do think that especially with today's like social media and stuff, we don't have like I grew up playing softball and in the junior fire department, so I had that sense of community, and I really would love to just see more young kids out there like getting involved rather than just
Well, a lot of people, me being one of them, have gained weight.
oh hello.
Oh my God, I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't ever want to put my jeans on again.
No, can I tell you something awful? And I haven't spoken about this, but it really grinded my gears.
What?
I got a part-time job at Starbucks for the benefits because
Oh,
acting had slowed down for a little bit. Thank God it's picking back up. And yep, see, there you go. Yes, the cup with the green straw. It's infamous. And so I said, I was there one day, and we get all kinds of customers. I mean, and some days are good and some days are bad.
what
But
city are you in?
I'm in New Hyde Park.
Oh, that's in New York?
Yes, Long Island. I took
Oh,
a leave actually to write my book because I couldn't do both.
right,
It was intense. But with Starbucks, I've learned that you never know what's coming. People keep you on your toes, but at the same time, it's made me really value this time to write
right.
and made me value the human connections that I make on set because it has
Oh,
not been the human connection that I have made at Starbucks
right.
because I'm not exactly the most welcomed of employees. My boss Anita's phenomenal. Her and Jaylene go out of their way to like make me feel like a part of the team. But I know I'm not like everybody's favorite who works there because I know that it must be strange to work with somebody who's been in a movie. I don't see myself as somebody else, but they do, and that's their issue. But can I tell you?
But why they're not nice to you?
Well, one day they sent my favorite employee, Ronnie. My favorite. This is going back to your jeans comment. This is why we went on off on this tangent.
Yeah,
The jeans. I was there one day in my leggings because it's Starbucks and I'm not exactly gonna wear my SAG Awards dress.
right.
So they turn around and they sent my favorite employee, Ronnie, who is not there anymore. And Ronnie, I miss you. We miss you. Florida's lucky. She had to tell me that they wouldn't let me wear leggings anymore.
Oh my goodness, why?
Only jeans. I'll tell you why. Because I think that it was because I'm plus size. Because when I walked back to that store for training, 4 girls were in leggings and they were all extremely skinny.
That's not right. Oh my God.
It kind of broke my heart because Starbucks is such a progressive company.
Oh no, you don't. I was an obese child. I know what it's like. I know what it.
Also, you
Not that,
also you sell chocolate chip muffins and chocolate Danish.
yeah,
Like
yeah. I mean,
I
not
can't
that
wear
you're
leggings here.
right. Not that you're obese. You're not obese, but I get it that you're
No,
plus size.
look,
So, and I get that. I get that. I mean, my head's always in that space of I'm gaining weight. I'm gaining weight. But that's being bigoted. That's being prejudiced.
I have to agree. And in today's world, excuse my language, that shit is not gonna fly.
No.
Especially, why would you go after the girl who played Tracy Turnblad? I mean, and
Right.
tell her that she's too big to wear leggings?
Right.
You picked the
Right. It's
wrong one,
so
my
wrong.
friend.
It's so mean.
You picked, really barking up the wrong tree, Char.
It's really mean, but we are spirits with bodies.
Correct.
We are not bodies with spirits. We are first spirits, and then we're assigned a body.
Correct.
And life is a school, and we're here to learn lessons. So whatever size we are, if we're tall, we're short, we're fat, we're skinny, we're whatever it is we are. We have big boobs, we have little boobs, we're transgender. we're lesbians, we're gay men, the truth is, in what I write in my book, The Universe is Calling You,
I love you.
is that we're all interconnected.
Correct.
We are all interconnected, and I believe that this COVID-19 is a collective karma that we are all going through. And it's in the year of 2020, of 2020 vision, to quote my friend Glynis, who's an amazing numerologist, she kept saying the truth is going to come out, the truth of everything. And what's coming out now? The truth. Yeah. And it warms my heart to see all these.
Always rises to the top.
That's right. And it warms my heart to see all the demonstrators and the people that are fighting for equality, because, Black Lives Matter, and I just don't understand that way of thinking. And it started with the slaves, and, one day the white man in power is going to go away. Right? You're a millennial. Don't you think so?
Oh, I know it. I believe that we will have a Black woman president in no time. And I hope
and maybe the running mate to Joe Biden will be a Black woman. I mean, there's so many good ones to choose from.
We can dream and we can hope. And this is what I write about in my book, about how I want the world to be put in a better place by the time I leave it. And how I want a better place for my goddaughter, who's 13. Her and her children.
Right.
And, and all we have to do is just literally get up and go to a protest and stand up for what's right. That's it.
That's all. It's so true. And I just am, my prayers go out to everyone that, because my generation, it's embarrassing. It's that's why I hang out with all younger people. I do.
Well, in my book, I say something along the lines of, what's happening is just rude. Racism is rude. Bigotry is rude. All of it, it's wrong.
It's wrong.
So, from what I've experienced at Starbucks, which is nowhere near what is going on in the world, but it is some form of discrimination. And so, but what you have to do is you have to make sure that you are centered and you are out there putting your best foot forward every day. And I go in there and I leave my stuff at the door and I make my frappuccinos and I keep it moving.
Yeah, did you ever see Reading Queens with Char Margolis? Do you know I have a show with A World of Wonder? So, when I read for these kids, the drag queens, they're not in their wardrobes. They're just who they are. And, it made me realize, even like support the fact that we're all really the same. We all want to love and be loved. We all want to be accepted for whoever we are and whatever we are. And we all want to make a difference in the world. Yeah. And so who's this bitch over at Starbucks? Do I have to come beat her up?
Please, no, not. No,
I mean that is so mean that they did that to you, that she did that to you.
You know what else they do?
What?
It's some form of sick torture. I'm up there at the counter trying to order my coffee while we were going through COVID training, and I'm like, can I get and I hear, I can hear the bells over the speaker. They play it in the store while I'm waiting on customers. And customers, I swear, and customers have said to me, is this a joke? Am I on Candy Camera? And I'm like, no. Would you like that ice? Like, it's kind of strange.
That's crazy.
But you know what? They know it. Nothing gets to me.
Right?
So.
Thank goodness.
Char, they could put nails in my coffee and I'd find a way to laugh. So have fun.
Okay, how much longer are you doing this?
Well, I'm taking the rest of this time to write the book, and then hopefully, by then
Good.
maybe hopefully just another
What's the
few
name of
months.
your book?
I'm not sure yet. There are three,
Okay.
there are like two really
So
working
don't
good.
say it yet because you want to know when you really finally get it, you
Yeah.
know, then people will look for it.
Yes, absolutely. There's a few funny little titles that we're going with, and I'm just having fun. And I have to say that you writing your books and it inspired me, and knowing
That's so kind of you. You
you
know,
and Rose, seeing Rose McGowan write her book, and
right?
also when I see these strong independent women out there,
Aw.
it means a lot. So
Well, I have to tell you, I had help with my other books. I had a ghostwriter who helped organize my chaotic thoughts. I mean, they're all my thoughts, but in my writing, but she helped organize them. But the one I'm writing now, and I'm in the midst of writing one as well, which I've been procrastinating, is it's hard. It's hard to get up in the morning and be motivated. And what am I going to write about now? But a friend of mine who's a writer said, just go sit down and just write out the sun is out, or it's a beautiful day, or whatever, and things will start happening.
yes, once I start hitting that like first key, then it just starts.
Oh, I'm sure it flows through you.
I just put music on and I just go. Everything from Biggie Smalls to Mary
So
Poppins.
do you write music as well?
I write poetry. I can write lyrics. I can't sight read, so I can't really like write music. But I've actually collaborated with a few people, and there are a few projects that are being developed right now where music is going to be a massive part of it. So
Excellent.
yeah,
Excellent. And you like live theater, right?
yes, I
I
would
have a feeling you're going to be in live theater again.
I would love that.
Excuse me. I do. I think that, not that you're asking me, but I feel that.
I would love that. I'm in New York. Broadway's here. And hopefully it gets open, opens up again soon.
It's going to take time for see, there's going to be a spike this summer. There's got to be. Too many people are gathering together and not having social distance. And,
Well, that's why I've been even telling people there are protests online.
oh, you
Yeah,
got to even think of that.
yeah, there are like Zoom protests, and so, that way you're not even contracting any, germs or anything.
Right. Which is really actually, it helps fulfill that need to protest and to make a difference. Um, Wow. So I don't know. I just think that it's going to take time and it's just not going to go away and people have to be careful. Like people now aren't wearing masks and they're acting like nothing's wrong and it's not good.
It's not good because what happens is the world relapses.
Yeah. So you need to be careful too. You're careful, right?
Oh yes, I have my mask on 24/7 when I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
hardly ever out. I'm in my backyard writing,
Yeah.
so
That's smart.
at
Good.
home. So,
That's good. Me too. I'm very careful. I mean, even to go to the grocery store and wear the gloves and the mask, I'm really, really careful.
yes. Well,
So,
um, I can't thank you enough. You're the best. You shine such a bright light into this world, and I
thank you. I think
thank you for
it's
letting
so,
me witness it.
you're so kind. I think it's a light ring that I ordered for my introduce.
I have one.
So if people want to get a hold of me, they can go to char.net, char.net, and I do private sessions. I teach intuition, and I also do life coaching.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I've really been enjoying doing that. Um, okay, so you can be on Char Vision this Friday. I'm holding you to it.
Absolutely.
But it's Eastern time. You're Eastern time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's 9 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock Pacific time.
Tia?
PM. Yeah, we're on 60 different platforms, but they can go to my Facebook Live page, My Facebook, not live, my Facebook page. And don't ask me what it is. Here, wait a second.
I know. I'm not on Facebook. There are like fake accounts. I don't know.
Oh, you have fake accounts, my God. But if they go to my Facebook, it's Intuitive Medium Char Margolis.
I love it.
CharMargolis. And if they go to char.net, they can find out everything. char.net. And I am honored that you will do my show this Friday.
I'm honored that you would have me, and I just have to tell you that your reading, seriously, for a long time, Char, I had a very interesting relationship with God because I needed to know that heaven was real, and you speaking to my grandparents just cemented in my mind that I will see them again someday. So thank you.
I promise you'll see them again. We all see our loved ones when we cross over, and it's hard for us when we lose someone, but they have great celebrations. They have family reunions. They're so excited to be together.
The party that you are going to be thrown when you get to heaven, my friend, is going to be mind-blowing.
That's so kind. Yeah, you just gave me goosebumps. Oh, I must be having
because you brought so many people together, and you deserve it. So
you're so kind.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm sending you a big hug and a kiss, and I will talk to you Friday.
Yes, you will. I'll see you then.
God bless you.
You
all
as
my
well.
love.
Same here.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See, Char, you are a millennial. You're not a boomer. You did it. Oh, God, I love you, Char. She's wonderful. And I meant what I said, you guys. I had an interesting relationship with God for a little after my uncle committed suicide. I didn't know if God was necessarily the most realist of people, because when your best friend is taken from you, there's a gaping hole in your heart that only communicating with them once more will fill. And Char, you did that for me. So thank you. Guys, I'm going to go try and recoup now because now I'm all emotional again. Or here we go. I write about that in my book. How every day I'm just crying, but it's wonderful. Guys, don't be like, oh my God, she's crying. She's losing it. No, I'm not losing anything. I'm gaining a lot. And not just weight. I'm not gaining weight. I actually started working out, so this is a great thing. But you get what I was saying. Anyway, I adore you all. Thank you so much for tuning into Nikki Nights. I'm gonna be back in like a little bit. And you guys know Anchor on Spotify. You can go and there's like every single episode, every episode. So go check it out. I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much.